For ACUSports.com, I'm Grant Boone here with head football coach Ken Collums as spring football has come and gone. So, Coach, you told us when we got this thing started that you wanted to see what you had. So after 3 weeks and, 15, 16 practices, what do you think you have here as we head into the summer?
I think we've got a solid football team. We do have room, and we do have some needs to add a few guys from here until August. So we're gonna, in football, you never stop recruiting. But what we have is offensively, we know what we're getting with John David Baker. He did a really solid job of protecting the ball. Defensively, we can play toward our strengths a little bit. D-line is we still need to add a D lineman or two, but I feel really good about the spring. We came out with no injuries, which is good. We had great weather. We actually had 2 rainouts, which is pretty cool here in Abilene. And but we had great weather. We took our time. We ended on the last day that you could possibly have spring, so it timed out perfectly. We got a lot of good work done.
Yeah, there are seasons that get derailed in the fall because of what happened in the spring because of injuries, and you guys didn't have any of those.
No, we didn't. And I'm a little bit overprotective at times. We don't tackle probably as much as we should. We constantly, Coach Doolin and Coach Roboto, that very first year, last year, they were like, hey, Coach, we need to tackle. We need to tackle. I'm like, well, we might not need to do. We just need to get our guys to the race. My approach is, and maybe a little bit too much, is, hey, we work our tails off recruiting these guys. Just get the horse to the race and let him run. But you got to train, and you got to practice tackling, and we did some of that. We had a 3-hour scrimmage. It's been a long time since we've had a 3-hour scrimmage around here. So we got some work done, but we were smart about it. We took care of each other, and we got better this spring. Really did.
Sounds like a quarterback not wanting to get hit.
Well, not so much. And I'll tell you this: I told our defensive guys that our quarterback would be live a little bit this spring.
Okay.
But I didn't do
it.
So,
right.
That's
the coach's prerogative.
That's right.
Okay.
I chickened out.
Let's talk about your quarterback, and you mentioned him, John David Baker. He's been around now 5 years here at ACU, but for the very first time, he is the number one. So you described a little bit how he performed on the field. What did you challenge John David Baker with off the field? Well,
the bottom line is, when you become the starter, everything changes. It's the number 2 guy is everybody's favorite guy. He never messes up. He doesn't get enough snaps to really look quite bad in practice. He'll miss a few throws, but everybody knows, hey, that's fine. He's not our starter. Everything changes. There's a constant weight on your shoulders, just in any leadership position, but particularly a college quarterback, because everything is on you now. And he is a great guy. He's a wonderful guy to be around, wonderful person. But I told him early in the spring, I'm not interested, when you get on that field, I'm not interested in the wonderful person. I don't care if people go, hey, where's John David? He's a great guy, man, really funny, great sense of humor. I want them going, that guy is the fiercest competitor I've ever been around. And he is tough as nails, and I'll follow that guy. And that's an adjustment for a guy that's never been a starter here and seen what it's supposed to look like, but yet never felt that daily, just constant pressure and weight of being the guy. And he responded. He really did. He became a fierce competitor, very business-like approach, and that's what you want in your starter.
It's not the kind of thing you can know until you're in that position, is it?
Oh, that's right. I mean, we can paint the picture, and that's just like watching the roller coaster. Yeah, it's kind of, it's scary. We know that. But when your tail's in that front seat, now you start, now, all right, I got to go to the bathroom now. And there's just different things that come about. You're like, wow, I didn't know it was going to be like this. But that same way, relative to a starting quarterback, and really in any position, but more so in our offense, all he's heard for years is the production at the quarterback position, and that adds a little bit of extra pressure.
Any way he can get to 12,000 yards in 1 year so we can get this string going?
In 1 year, man, I wouldn't bet on it.
Yeah, that's asking a little much, even if a fifth-year senior.
That's kind of dicey.
Hey, for the last few years, you've leaned on guys like L.B. Suggs defensively, and he's gone now. He's graduated. Mike Wallace, for a couple of years, was a guy you really leaned heavily on. On that defensive side of the football, who is your quarterback now?
In Coach Doolin's defense, and particularly most defenses, but really Coach Doolin's defense, the safeties run the show. The Mike backer and the safeties, like being in baseball, being strong up the middle. You've got to do that. Angel Lopez will be an anchor for us. He had a great spring. His leadership qualities have stepped up. He's a very intelligent guy. He's right where you're supposed to be. He communicates well. Justin Stewart, we moved from corner to safety for that reason, because of just intelligence and being the quarterback back there. Those guys made really good strides this spring. Lynn Grady, he came back from a shoulder issue, kind of hampered his season last year. But he did really well. So at the those guys at safeties, they run the show, and we challenged them this spring offensively. We went after them, and they pretty much answered the call.
Last thing here, what will the schedule be for you? You mentioned you're going to always, because of the situation you're in, you're always looking for more players. But what will the schedule be now for you and the rest of the coaches leading up to August?
Well, most of my coaches are out recruiting the junior colleges. We're in the Texas JCs right now. I'll send Coach Doolin up to Kansas. That's where he's from. So I'll let him go home and eat some Kansas City barbecue. That's all he talks about. He eats barbecue like on fried eggs. I mean, the guy's out there. But
this is in-depth stuff. You're only getting on ACUsports.com right here.
But we'll junior college recruit for a while. We'll hit the phones, make sure and cover our bases, know what's out there, know who is going to graduate, because guys have to graduate from junior college now to come here, because we're a Division I school. And then, we do a couple of summer camps there in June. I give the staff some time off. I tell them, get out of here. I don't want them here all summer. I don't want to be here all summer. I need to recharge, and I need a couple of 5-mile floats there down my Little Red River in Arkansas. That's good therapy. As a head coach, you need therapy.
Yes, you do.
Yes, as you know from
just from answering all these questions.
That's right. That's right. But it is a deal where we constantly recruit, but we're constantly staying in touch with our guys. We're limited on our contact with our guys in the summer. We're constantly challenging them, constantly encouraging them, and getting them ready for the fall. Spring
football is done. The next time the ACU football team gathers, they will be a Division I program, as ACU goes Division I effective July 1, 2013. For Coach Ken Collums, I'm Grant Boone for ACUsports.com.